an instrumental. I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen. It's already in my head. No funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized. It's keeping me energized. Create with
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set, ready. And cycle. Field, check, field. Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll run wide side here with Penny. And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The Vikings at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And this is good from 57 yards out. Those bombs are really right there. It's still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This out quickly to Williams. And he goes out right around the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Davis-Price once more. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw here.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. 20. 10.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
11.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun to give to Penny. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here we go.
2
To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Garoppolo.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well after carrying the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Out of the gun now on third down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Rashad Penny. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now Garoppolo.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go.
Penny, the first down carry. And down inside the 15 he goes.
124 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Whoa.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good. About 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And some space here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 22.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of his home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Firing quickly here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
2nd and 9. this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits 0. They're not going to get another playoff time. 8 yards to go on second down. Davis Price gets this one out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Ty Davis Price. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cook up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nice gain at 21 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Drops this underneath for Davis Price.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 1. It's complete to Williams.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, George, finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.